Good morning, children. Welcome back. Today's topic is Class 11 Economics Part 1. In this chapter, we are completing definition of economy, reasons of problem of an economy, and central problems of an economy. So let we start. Let's start our first chapter, that is introduction. So before starting economy, we should know few words that is related with economy. What is that? The first important thing is resources. We know that if you want to start any business, we require resources, right? From where we are getting resources? We are getting resources from our society, right? If anything is there, means for example, the technology what we are using to utilize this class means this online classes. So the technology, who made this technology? Human being only. Means the society is interlinked, yeah, interconnected with this system, right? So economy is mainly interconnected with the resources. So from where we are getting the resources? All resources we are getting from the society itself, from our nearby place, right? So resources and types of resources and all we already studied last year, right? So before starting the meaning of economy, we should know the process of economy. What are the process of economy? The three vital processes there. What is that? Production, consumption, and capital formation. So what is production? Production means the factors of production are resources that are the building blocks of the economy. They are what people use to produce goods and services. So production we can divide, means the economist divides the factors of production into four categories. That is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Land resources are the raw material in the production process, right? That is called production. That is our first process of economy. Now, what is the second process? That is consumption. Means if we have produced something that the production, yeah, the product used to someone, right? So that is our human beings are using. So we are the consumers, isn't it? So consumption we can define it as the final purchase of goods and services by the individuals. The purchase of new pair of shoes, that is consumption. A burger at the fast food restaurant we are having. So that is also consumption. We are consuming burger. Or services like getting your house cleaned. These all are examples of consumption, right? Now, what is capital formation? Capital formation actually signifies a very important aspect of economic development. This means making and increasing of more capital goods, such as machines, tools, factories, buildings, raw materials, fuels. These all are, which are to be further used in producing more goods. Means we want to purchase, we want to produce more goods. For that, whatever material is required, that whatever capital goods are required, that increasing in the market. So that is called capital formation, right? So mainly three processes there: production, consumption, and capital formation. Now let's come back our meaning of economy. What is economy? Economy is a system. It's a system which provides people means to work and earn their living. Which system it is? It is giving, yeah, it's providing people to work. Why they are working? Why they are doing? To earn their living, right? So that is the meaning of economy. Economy is a system which provides people means to work and earn their living. In olden times, it is divided into two. The economy mainly divided in two, that is open economy and closed economy, right? Open. In the word, we will get the meaning. Open means what? Means business relation, a relation with other countries. Means imports and exports, goods and services, or has trade relation with the other countries of the world. That is called open economy. Now, what is closed economy? There is no trading activity with the outside economies, right? So, production and consumption is inside the country. There is no relation with the other country. So, that is called closed economy. Nowadays, closed economy is there? No. Now we are globalized, right? So, only open economy is there. Now, after that, economy has divided into three. What is that? Capitalized economy, mixed economy, and socialist economy. Means both capitalist economy and socialist economy. And together also, mixed economy also is there. Now, what is capitalist economy? Capitalist economy refers as to the economic system where the factors of production such as capital goods, labor, natural resources, and entrepreneurship are controlled and regulated by private business, yeah, private firms. Means simple way we can say that resources owned from private firms. That is called capitalist economy. In this economy, the production of all the goods and services is dependent on the demand and supply in the market. It's depending on the demand and supply of the product in the market, right? So, which is also called as market economy. We can say that the capitalist economy is also known as market economy. It is different, it means it is different from central planning system. So, which is also known as command economy or planned economy also. We can say that it is capitalist economy is command economy. It's also known as planned economy. What is the main motto of capitalist economy? We know that it's earning profit, right? So, the main motto of capitalist economy is earning profit. Now, what about the socialist economy? The opposite of this, right? Socialist economy means we know that the resources owned from government, right? Same way means here private firms are there, but here socialist economy means yeah, government firms are there. Means a socialist, the meaning of socialist means all things to all men, right? Socialist, socialism, what do you mean by socialism? Socialism means all things to all men. So socialist means the system under which economic system is controlled and regulated by the government. So what is the main motto of socialist economy? The welfare of the society, right? So, as to ensure the welfare of the society. So, the setup is exactly opposite of capitalist economy, right? Now, what is mixed economy? Mixed economy is a system that combines the aspects of both capitalist economy and socialist economy. Can you give an example? Mixed economy, that is our Indian economy, that is mixed economy, right? Can you say that the most yeah, famous economy in the world? US economy, right? Yes. Why? Because their production capacity is very high. If we are having very good production, yeah, very high production capacity, then only our economy will increase, right? US production capacity is very high. That is why they are the first economy in the world, right? Or best economy also. US economy is the best economy also. Okay. Now let's see the reasons of economy. Yeah, what are the problems of economy that we will discuss in next slide? Economic problems. Okay. What is the main problem of economy? The main problem of economy is problem of choice. Right? In one word answer for 1 mark, you can give this answer. The question should be, what is the problem of economy? The problem of economy is problem of choice, right? we are having the problem of choice. We have to choice. We have to choose, right? Problem of choice. Now, what are the reasons of the problem of economy? For example, next month you are having your birthday and your father gave you rupees 3,000, right? So you are having at least 10 friends to call your birthday. You want to call your nearest 10 friends, right? So you are having only rupees 3,000. So you have to call your 10 friends with this rupees 3,000 rupees. Other than that, you have to purchase new dress, you have to purchase new shoes, you want some arrangement for your friends, some party you have to throw, right? So many things are there, so many wants are there. You want to do this also, you want to do that also, means birthday is yours, but you are having only rupees 3,000. Within that 3,000 rupees, you have to do all these things. Means so many wants are there, right? So can you fulfill all your satisfaction here? Can you fulfill all the wants with this rupees 3,000? No, right? So that is our first reason of problem. That is unlimited human wants. Clear? First reason is unlimited human wants. Our wants are unlimited. We require so many things, right? Now, what is our second point? See, means here you are having only rupees 3,000, right? But your wants are unlimited. You have to purchase shirt also, you have to purchase shoes also, you have to throw party to your friends, right? So for all this you are having only limited resources, right? Means the scarcity of resources. That is the main issue. That is the main reason, because you are having only 3,000 rupees. If you are having 30,000, yeah, if you are having 3 lakh, you can do all the things, right? But now you are having limited resources. So that is our second reason. What is that? Limited resources. Yeah, scarcity of resources. So what do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity means limitation of supply in relation to demand for a commodity. Means supply decreased and demand increased. That is called scarcity. Means main simple way, limitation. Right? So our resources are very limited. That is our second problem. Now what is our third problem? See, you are having rupees 3,000. So that rupees 3,000 you can utilize in many ways, right? You can, yeah, you want to purchase shirt. Yeah, otherwise you can purchase a shoe. Yeah, otherwise you can throw party to your friends. Means their alternative uses are there. Yeah, instead of that, if you get a 3,000 rupees voucher for any shop, so if you get a particular shop voucher you got, then you have to go the particular shop and use there itself, right? So there is no alternative choice. There is no alternative use, right? So with this 3,000 rupees you can utilize in so many ways. So that is why there next is resources have alternative uses, right? Yeah, for example, simple, we can say that electricity. Wherever we are using electricity, we are using in so many ways, right? Our home you are using, our plant you are using, wherever is required, we are using electricity. So the resources have alternative uses. So what are the three reasons here? Three reasons of problem of economy. First one is unlimited human wants. Second is limited resources. And third one is resources have alternative uses. Clear? Next point is central problems of an economy. The basic economic activities depend on the production, distribution, and disposition of services and goods that can fulfill human requirements, right? So, however, it is known that human wants and needs have no limit. We are having unlimited wants. We are having unlimited needs, right? Resources that satisfy human wants are scarce, means we are having limited resources. So, this immensity of want and scarcity of resources gives birth to the central problems of an economy, right? So, in the history of modern human civilization, every economic has faced and tried solving these problems. Now, means this is our basic problems of an economy. So, let's see what are the main problems of an economy. So, the first problem is what to produce, and second one is how to produce, and third one is for whom to produce. Now, let's see the first point, what to produce. This problem refers to the decisions regarding the selection of different commodities and the quantities that need to be produced. Labor, land, machines, capital, equipment, tools, and natural means of resources are limited. Right? We are having all the things, all the resources should be limited. So, scarcity of resources, we know that we are having scarcity in resources, right? So, it is not possible to fulfill society's every demand, right? We cannot fulfill every demand, every needs. So, therefore, it needs to be decided what goods and services are required to be produced and what should be the quantity, how much quantity we have to produce. So, furthermore, the central problems of an economy also depend on the classification of commodities based on their degree of necessity. Means luxury items, essential items. In an economy, the produced goods are further classified into two segments, that is consumer goods and producer goods or capital goods. Moreover, both these segments are again divided into single-use goods and durable goods. We can divide these same goods into two, that is single use, one time we can use, and durable goods, right? So these two aspects, means these two aspects to the problem is creating what to produce. That means what type of goods to be produced and how much amount of goods to be produced. For example, every economy needs to decide on what consumer goods like rice, clothes, etc., and what producer goods like tools, machinery, etc., are required to be produced to meet demand adequately, right? Then same way, how much amount of goods to be produced. The next challenge is to decide in what quantity goods should be produced. It is a crucial aspect of any economy as a proportionate distribution of resources for the production of different goods to maximum satisfy wants is essential, right? We are producing which type of product, which product is giving us the maximum satisfaction. Clear? Now, second point, that is how to produce. This problem is about the choice of techniques that need to be adopted and used in the production of goods and services. Which technique we are using? The two majority used techniques are LIT, means labor intensive technique. This technique is used with the help of more number of labor and less involvement of capital. Capital involvement is less, but we are using labor more there. Now, second one is a CIT, means or capital intensive technique, right? On the other hand, the capital intensive technique involves more capital involvement and less utilization of labor. For instance, footwear can be manufactured either in factories where a large portion of manufacturing is carried out by machines or by skilled teams of cobblers, right? So, in the above example, means this example, what it is telling, which option is labor intensive, capital intensive. Means both can be used, machinery also we can use or labors also we can use, right? The relative price and availability of labor and capital are the determining factors. While selecting the production technique, moreover, some socio-economic objectives also need to be fulfilled by choosing the techniques. right? So such objectives are providing employment and enhancing the standard of living in the society. For example, in countries like China, in China, LIT is favored, means labor intensive technique is favored as ample number of laborers are available there. Laborers are more, laborers are cheaper there. So, by the United Kingdom will prefer CIT, means a capital intensive technique, due to the availability of capital and scarcity of labor. Right. So, according to our needs, means according to our availability, we can select the technique. Now, third one is for whom to produce. One of the most crucial problem of the economy is to decide which commodities shall be produced for which sections of society. Right? So, for instance, essential goods and services are in demand from all sections of society, but only certain sections of society have a demand for luxury commodities. At the same time, choice of goods and services rests on prevalent tastes and preferences in an economy. Right? So, hence, considering regarding the socio-economic condition of a country or market are highly pertinent to this problem. Means what we are deciding, we have to decide a luxury product or necessity products. So lastly, it is important to know that other than resources allocation, central problems of an economy have two more aspects: efficient utilization of the resources and development of resources. Thus, to explain central problems of an economy, one needs to delve into its core, that is, choices concerning the limited resources available to maximize socio-economic utility. Right? So, the further discuss the. Let's see the summary of this video. Right? First, what is an economy? An economy is a system which provides people means to work for their living. Second, what are the three types of economic system? The three types of economic system are capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. What is called the problem of economy? Problem of choice is called the problem of economy. What are the three reasons of problem of economy? Unlimited human wants, limited resources and alternative uses of resources. Right? Now, what are the central problem of an economy? What to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. These are the three central problem of an economy. So, here we are winding up this video. So, please like and share and subscribe the video. Thank you.